What's going on, everybody? It's Jake, and welcome to the commentary and breakdown analysis of our ranked match gameplay. Being a partner with the Hidden Ones, I wanted to bring you guys gameplay first, to then break down and commentate over every other episode. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Time to tackle another Ruhwa firearm. As this firearm, we've been fighting quite a decent amount of times these past episodes. All right, so we get the early hits off on them. Taking them down to about 50% right now. They're gonna have to break away. They took a while to break away there. Oh my gosh, the perfect dodge into the counter, confirming into the ultimate. That was beautiful. We're gonna have to rewind that back. Oh my gosh. So right here, when they ended up using their other standard, we ended up perfect dodging the initial part of that. Right, so keep an eye out on their stamina. So they only have one stamina right now. So they shot their first standard right there. So they end up breaking away. They shot the first standard right here actually, and then combo canceled out of it to try to get us to hold our guard. That way they could go for a basic attack and land a grab on us. But as we've said before, is that typically you do not want to guard against Ruhwa firearm, because it's going to allow them to grapple you a lot of the time. So you just pretty much have to accept the fact that you're going to end up taking chip damage, as I say, since you're taking very minimal damage from Ruhwa's basic attacks, firearms specifically. So we end up dodging that one as well. That's the second one. And then their third one is the big cannon shot. So they end up going for another basic attack, one more basic attack. As we perfect dodge that second basic attack, they still don't have enough stamina in order to combo cancel from the standard that they're doing right here. And notice that when I perfect dodge, it completely froze their stamina. So I end up doing my perfect dodge, and from that, whenever you land a perfect dodge, I do believe that it gives you stamina back. Yes. So when you end up doing a perfect dodge, you end up getting that bar back. So as you see at the bottom of my screen, it ended up getting refilled. So typically when you use it, I would have had this one gone, but it ends up refilling, and theirs does not fill up. Theirs is stuck right here. And then we react to the standard, boom, getting the counter. Landing the 4 hits into the ultimate.
Final show. Direct.
Gotta say it. Hey, you're here. I love that intro, man. We tried to land the basic attacks. Oh my goodness. So we tried to land the basic attacks right here and instantly backed off because we weren't able to land it, resetting the neutral. And now they're holding guard right here, waiting for us to do something. And what we end up doing an attack cancel, going right back into our guard. Because if you end up holding guard and you just tap basic attack, you do that little flinch, right? And so I ended up doing that just to see if they're going to do anything. And the moment I did it, they reacted like a second later with their standard. Oh my goodness, the neutral right here is crazy. Look at the standoff. Flinch, Flames of Lee. And then they try to go for that sinister setup, but you can see that from a mile away. Nice. End up catching the breakaway with my doppelganger. Just barely got enough right there to continue my combo. Gonna drop the combo right here, resetting the neutral. Trying to go for that launcher right there as they wake up with their standard one, resetting the neutral here. Face off again. They end up breaking away. I tried to get close. Yep, I tried to get close just to go ahead and deflect that, but they end up landing their basic attacks into their standard one. Using their doppelganger, we end up landing the counter right there, going into our standard just to try to get away from their doppel, going into the lightning to confirm this combo. They break away and we chase down with our standard too. Very nice. And last but not least, Feng Bao Bao. And they did a little emote, giving us the thumbs up. Oh, very nice. I forgot to note that in previous episodes, to where with Feng Bao Bao is that if you end up pressing your standard button again at specific points during her standard attack, you'll hear a very, very loud shimmering sound, like shing, which means that you did it perfectly. And not only does it extend the range of her standard attack, but it also increases the damage of the standard attack. So you'll hear it here. Listen. Oh, we have to go back a little bit. So it's right here. That right there. Very nice grapple. All right, getting the perfect dodge. Playing extreme neutral right now. Oh, very nice standard to cover themselves. We try to, oh my gosh, ends up getting the counter. Oh my God, what happened right there? So we end up breaking away towards them to try to catch them with our basic attacks. And then we try to chase them down with our standard one. But the standard one on Lu Ling is not good for chasing. They end up summoning the Feng Bao Bao doppelganger as well. And right here, we got the parry off, going for the counter, but then they ended up countering our counter. Very nice. They dropped the combo right there, and so we instantly confirm into the ultimate just because they didn't have enough stamina right there. They didn't have enough stamina to break away. All right, we end up summoning the lightning, but it was just barely out of range. What's gonna happen here? They end up getting the grapple, taking out our Lu Ling. Very nice. All right, now we're bringing out the boy Zhang Chulon. Holding the guard. Still trying to play extreme neutral. Oh my God. Look. Look at this. Look at the range covered. Look at how far we are. As I said in previous episodes, that she covers a lot of range whenever she dodges. That is one dodge into a strike. Oh my gosh. Super, super fast. Nice. Doesn't combo off of it though. Decides to reset the neutral one more time. We got the counter off into the trade. Nice. They end up using their doppelganger for the hyper armor, and they're going to reset the neutral. So now they're playing extremely careful. Very nice. Getting the grapple off. All right, what are we going to do? Ends up dodging that, but we don't counter with our standard one. Using our lightning strike to try to catch them. We finally caught them with our standard one, but they end up breaking away. Getting that counter off, and now we go for a counter battle. So they ended up summoning the Feng Bao Bao doppelganger right there, and we ended up countering the projectile that she ends up shooting out. And she wasn't ready for the counter battle right there. So I said this in previous episodes as well, is that whenever a projectile is sent out and the opponent is able to recover from it, be it if it's like Zhuge Qing, right? How he throws out his Ignis Burst. Or even Zhuge Guan, if he fully charges, I believe, his standard flames, is that once you parry it, right? Or if you're summoning a doppelganger that has projectiles and you end up parrying it, then the caster is able to counter back or parry back, but you are able to parry their parry. And so in a previous episode, as I said, is that then it gets deeper and deeper and deeper in this situation to where you guys just parry, and then it cancels each other out. Or you can parry, and then this person waits, goes into a parry combo cancel into a basic attack in order to grab your guard because you're expecting a parry battle. So there's a variety of things that you can do in this situation. But they had previously parried my parry with Lu Ling, but in this situation they parried my parry with with Zhang Chulon, but they weren't ready for the additional parry. A lot of parry talk. So you have to heavily pay attention to the parries. So right here we ended up catching them. They broke away. We broke away, parry the parry, and we end up getting our counter. and now they aren't able to do anything here. But we aren't able to do anything either, as we didn't have our standards ready. So now they're landing their combo, and they took out our Zhong Chulon. And now this Feng Bao Bao, they're fighting for their life, and they're doing a really dang good job at it. All right. Oh my goodness. Instantly land the counter here, and this is gonna be it. Yep. Because Wang Ye, my man, does damage. Oh my gosh. Something crazy about Wang Ye, and thumbs up to this player as well, is that something crazy about Wang Ye is that their burst damage is extremely good. So as we all know, is that when you break away, you have 12 seconds, right? You have 12 seconds to capitalize on punishing your opponent. So typically you'll end up having realistically like 9 to 10 seconds depending on how fast you are able to catch them. So in this instance, we hit them twice and they instantly break away. Then we dodge away and we instantly parry and counter. And because they ended up getting countered as they just broke away, this is pretty much GG's, or it literally is GG's. Looking at the amount of health that they have, so we end up doing 1, 2, 3 into Flames of Lee, and look at how much damage Flames of Lee does. Insane amounts of damage. And the moment we do Flames of Lee, we end up combo canceling into our basic attacks again, landing 3 hits, going into our standard 1, landing 2 hits, combo canceling, landing 2 hits, and then finishing it off just for style, going into our ultimate. Extremely clean. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, then be sure to like, comment, all that jazz, and I'll vibe with you on the next one.